not every person is qualified, mature, or stable enough to be a parent, and today's video is pretty much the proof of this statement. Nothing beats the look of relief on the child's face when they realize that they don't live in that hell or suffer anymore. Let's take a look at a few such cases. Number 1. Several reports of child neglect were phoned to the Delray Beach police, so the officers wasted no time in reaching the location. Imagine their shock when they found a woman with 2 kids on the ledge of the building, mentally unstable and creating a show.
Okay. Darling.
Reports of child neglect were phoned in to Delray Beach police, and when officers arrived, they found a mother and her children on the ledge of a building.
They're real. We're gonna help you.
Let's get breaching tools. Let's get breaching tools. It's okay. Police, we're here to help, okay? We're here to help.
Oh, wait. No, wait.
Oh, it's okay.
No, wait. You're not a real one.
Please,
No. I want to see your badge.
right here.
I want to see your badge.
There you go.
The kids were crying continuously, while the woman just yelled at the police officers and kept refusing to cooperate.
Right here. See?
When you guys go inside, open this window up. I'll hand you the kids.
No.
Guys, we're okay. It's okay. Big step, okay? Guys, we're walking this way. You guys want to see where we're walking to? We're going to walk to that police officer, okay?
Eventually, the kids are saved by the cops, while the mother is admitted to a mental health facility. Number 2. Police cars were heard rushing to the crime scene in Michigan in June 2023 after several calls were made, reporting a mother putting her kids' lives in danger. In no time, the police were at the crime scene, and after scanning the area, they found the mother trying to drown her newborn after stabbing her in the chest. Complaints also mentioned a sister whom the woman had stabbed.
It looks like the mother had stabbed her sister. We're trying to get rid of her. We don't know where she's at.
We're out. County unit in front of me is going to be the one on the right there with the door ajar.
An officer had already forced entry into the apartment. As they moved inside, it was clear they were braced for a dire situation.
Sheriff's Department. Public safety. Got someone in here.
While one officer continued searching the bedroom, his partner advanced ahead. After quickly ensuring no one was hiding behind the bathroom door, the officer encountered
The officers rescued the child and administered CPR, which ended up dramatically saving the child's life. The sole survivor out of all his siblings, the child was later handed over to Child Protection Services while the mother was arrested and taken away.
horrific scene. The mother was attempting to drown her baby in water, having already stabbed her in the chest. Thankfully, the officer's prompt action and CPR skills saved the child, the sole survivor of her siblings who were tragically killed. The officers arrived just in time to prevent further tragedy, demonstrating the critical importance of their training in saving lives. They knew they had to act swiftly to save the child and check on her well-being.
Number 3. Found walking in the middle of the road in Florida. Barely clothed, this child was discovered by 2 ladies who called the police right away, showing responsibility. To everyone's shock, the officer was already aware of the kid and his home.
Did we find? No.
I just pulled over.
I found him. Man, my heart is like they were walking in the road?
Yes, his face. He actually.
Oh, I know where it is. I think I'm pretty sure I know which one. He's from that one right there.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know if
You want to come to me or are you good with her?
Oh, look at you.
All right, let's go. Let me hang tight. Can you pull over here for me 1 second? I think I remember this guy.
Poor little man.
Does he say anything to you?
No, he didn't say anything. He's not afraid though, for sure.
He didn't say nothing though?
The police officer verified the kid's address by taking him outside his home and asking him, and then handed him over to the ladies so he could proceed with the investigation. To everyone's dismay, the child was covered in bed bugs and was wearing a filthy diaper, which said a lot about his parents.
Black. Is this where you live? You live here? Do you live here?
Yeah.
That's where you live? How'd you get out? Is this where you came from?
Yeah.
Hello! See my blue lights, buddy? Look at that. We're gonna sit in that car actually. Can you hang tight with him while I pull my car over here and he can sit in the back of my car for a second? Absolutely is.
Come here. Hey, little man.
Thank you.
Oh, you poor little diaper.
Grandbaby, that freaking freaked
me out.
Absolutely. Let me pull my car.
The police officer discussed the case a little with the ladies who were coming back from a doctor's appointment and tried looking for the child's mother.
Absolutely. Let me pull my car in here.
I had to pull over. I had to.
No, absolutely. Where was he walking? He was just walking right here?
Yeah, get ready to walk into the intersection. And I'm just coming from Lisa Murray for my doctor's appointment.
Okay.
It freaked me out.
Would you mind giving me a written statement about exactly what happened? Okay, give me
I
one
definitely
second.
will.
And I know you're working, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible for you.
Thank you.
You know, I don't want to say it's that trailer right there,
Right.
but I was out here for a similar incident, and it was that trailer right there. So I'm going to try to find the mom again.
Same child?
They were younger. They were younger, obviously, at the time, but that's why I'm kind of remembering him.
As soon as the officer found the child's mother, his suspicion was confirmed as the same woman had been arrested back in 2018 for neglecting her child.
You recognize me?
No.
You don't recognize me? I was here last time when this happened. You remember that?
Yeah.
And your son today was in the street walking out on US 1, and luckily some nice ladies saw him and stopped before he got smushed by a friggin' car. You know, what were you guys doing in there?
We were just sleeping.
Just sleeping?
Yeah.
It took the parents.
The officer was clearly annoyed at how neither of the parents cared about the child enough and how he'd found him roaming the streets while they were carelessly occupied. So doing the right thing, he contacted the DCF and the Department of Children and Families and arrested both of them.
Out of the car for me? Come here. Come on. Step out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. I've had enough of this with both of you.
What? Is she getting arrested?
You both are getting arrested, so get your kid dressed.
For what?
Child neglect.
Why?
Come on. What do you mean, why? Have a seat in the back of my car.
No,
I've had enough of you guys. Sit in the back. Get in there.
Please, why?
What do you mean, why? Sit in the back of the car. Slide in the car now.
Sir.
Poor parenting. Add that one to the list. Turn around. Come here. You're next.
For what? Why am I getting arrested?
The father kept arguing and pretending to be oblivious, while the mother silently sat in the back of the police car. Needless to say, Yara Tato and Jacob Kruger got charges pressed against them, while the kid was taken off of their hands forever.
Child neglect. Put your hands behind your back.
What did I do, though?
What did you do? It's what about you didn't do. You didn't watch your kid. Your kid's out on the road. This is a history with you two. I mean, this is just a circus. All I want was the kid to get some clothes and get changed. You guys couldn't even do that.
What do you think I was doing?
Around, that's what you were doing.
I was putting clothes on. This is not fair at all.
It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair to your son. That's what it's not fair to. Have a seat.
After getting arrested, the parents seemed to be more concerned of them being arrested rather than their kid who was walking down a busy street. The officer had enough of this situation and brought them to the station. The parents of the child, Yahira Tirado and Jacob Kruger, were arrested for child neglect. Their bond was set at $5,000.
Number 4. Our next case includes a mother who doesn't seem to be bothered at all by the fact that the whole neighborhood is concerned by the desperate screaming and crying of her toddlers. Let's take a look.
At a home to discover the cries of children screaming for their mother. Neighbors concerned about the kids' well-being were quick to dial 911.
Is that someone passed out on the ground right there?
Are they both your children?
The mother tried her best to make it seem like it's normal for kids to be locked up in a dark room with no supervision while crying desperately, but the cops weren't buying it.
Yeah.
The officers that arrived then found the children locked in a room in deplorable conditions. The mother, once confronted, even dares to put their cries off as them playing.
Hello. Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you the mother of these children here?
Yeah, what's up?
They've been screaming and crying?
Yeah, they're playing. They have the windows open. That's what they do.
They're not playing, ma'am.
Right, well, he looks like he needs some juice or something. He's showing me his cup.
Yeah, I was just about to go get them.
The cops made sure the woman knew they were onto her, and the more time they spent outside her house, the more their suspicions were confirmed.
Okay, well, we're getting complaints that they feel like there's children in distress over here.
Yeah, they're very loud and they scream a lot.
Yeah, it's called a kid.
Yeah, they scream a lot and they're very
How old are they?
almost 2 and 3. They're very.
Is anybody supervising them?
Yeah, I was just in there. Like I was just in there getting them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have my other daughter in the.
So there's like 10,000 choking hazards in there that they're locked in that room and nobody's in there supervising them? As they're screaming for the whole neighborhood to call us?
Is that bright in your eyes?
The officers then noticed the unsanitary condition of the house and the sagging diapers of the kids, which of course made things worse for the evil mother.
And this apparently has not been the first time from all your neighbors calling in, saying that they hear this multiple times throughout the week. Do you have an ID with you?
The officers, besides the disgusting look of the house, notice cockroaches on the walls, and to make matters worse, she even declares that the house is a safe environment for her children.
When was the last time you even changed their diapers? As it's sagging there, probably full.
They had a ton of juice, and it was probably an hour and a half ago that I changed their diapers.
Every excuse, every reasoning the mother presented in response to the officers' queries seemed more absurd than the last.
Does this seem to be a safe environment for your children?
Yeah, it's completely safe. It's just, they're very, very loud and vocal. And since both of the windows are opened,
This is a safe environment, huh?
we're still cleaning it out. Their uncle and aunt just left and they trashed the place. So,
I'm not enthused so far, to be honest with you.
neither am I.
You notice the cockroaches on the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see the...
So the screen was in there.
Yeah, the screen was in, but you see how they had the holes and stuff where they're pushing their fingers through, and I mean, I feel like you could easily push that out if you actually tried.
Okay.
It took her several minutes to, it seemed, a good amount of time to answer the door.
The mother seemed so casual and unbothered when she opened the door, despite what was happening inside and outside her house. But the moment she found out she was about to be arrested for child neglect, the waterworks began in full swing.
When she answered the door, she was like groggy and tired.
Was the baby with her when she answered the door?
No.
Okay, so she wasn't.
The infant was asleep in the bed. She seemed tired, groggy, kind of out of it, like she just awoken. And they were banging on the door that was locked from the other side. With an empty juice cup. Mommy, mommy, mommy.
With an empty
cream. Juice cup.
Juice cup? Juice. Oh, juice cup. Oh, I was like, what's a juice cup? Okay.
And screaming, mommy, mommy, juice, juice. And just loud screeching.
The mother, who previously had no reaction to being told about her children's cries, now is seen breaking down as she's arrested for child neglect.
You want to explain or?
Sure. So based on our findings tonight, okay, we do have probable cause to make the arrest on both of you. Okay? It's just not fair to what's happening with you.
The officers took away the kids and handed them over to the DCF, while the mother, Christina Coe, and the father, Gilbert Bridewell, were both arrested for child neglect and bodily harm. Number 5. Our last case is probably the most disturbing of all. September 27th, 2022. 27-year-old Palm Coast man Brandon Lohner got into some serious trouble with the local police. The coward tried to use the terrified baby as a human shield, while the cops kept yelling at him to stop, put the child aside, and surrender. Either way, things didn't turn out the way Brandon wanted them to.
Dumb dick under the truck. Stop, dude! I have a Tango deployment. We're fighting with him right now. I have the kid.
The police carefully aimed at Brandon while making sure that the baby was out of the way and tased him. Before this entire ordeal, they didn't know that the child he was using as his human shield was his own son. They'd just gotten a 911 call about an armed man kidnapping a child from his girlfriend's house.
The child's father. The 1-year-old boy was used as a human shield by his own father. It seemed hard to explain that Brandon could use his son as protection against a taser without a second thought, but that same son was filled with so much sympathy for him.
Here, take this, take this.
Since Brandon kept resisting and fighting back despite being tased, the police dog ended up biting him while he was handcuffed. Needless to say, the baby was traumatized to see all this. Even after everything, he wouldn't put his hands behind his back.
Hands behind your back! Hands behind your back!
Put your fucking hands behind your back, dude!
Get your hands back now! I'm deployed! Get your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back, you're gonna get it again! Hands behind your back, you're gonna get it again!
Brandon had
All this fuss resulted in him being charged with child abuse, child neglect, resistance with violence, and child kidnapping. Drop a like on the video and subscribe. If you enjoyed, make sure to click on one of the videos on your screen.